How can entrepreneurs stand out in the market by offering something unique and providing excellent service? I think that the answers are actually in the question. Provide something unique and provide excellent service. I think that you've already got an incredible head start. I think that an entrepreneur, if I just take this a couple steps back, just overall or broadly, how can an entrepreneur win? Let's just kind of generalize it. How can an entrepreneur win? If I think back to my experience when I was leading at Procter Gamble, P&G obviously has many brands, but the saying on the street was, as goes Tide, so goes P&G. Essentially, if you looked at Tide's performance, and if Tide was performing better this year than last year in terms of units sold, right? You would know that the balance sheet would look better for the entire company, even if you didn't look at Pantene or Olay or Crest or any of the other brands. You would know that the share price was going to perform better because Tide was performing better. And so I was responsible for Tide, and I remember that when we were doing the shelving, we realized that there was two moments that were critical to the customer's journey with a product. And these were very well summarized by the CEO, my CEO at the time, whose name was Alan G. Laflin. If you look him up, great books, incredible interviews with him, and I had the great fortune of working under him and learning directly. He had two moments of truth, and one moment when the customer's at the shelf and they're looking at all the products and they decide that they want to buy Tide over all the other, even if the price point is half on the other product. Because of the way it was displayed, because of the way that it was taking up the shelf, the arrangement, the end caps, just the overall marketing behind it, the TV ads we were running, they decided, I'm going to choose Tide today. I'm going to try Tide. And that was where I was winning at the first moment of truth. So entrepreneurs today, in today's world, that first moment of truth might just be online when they're running their websites. All these websites that are selling similar products, what makes them choose to enter their credit card number and purchase the product from your website? And if you can convince them to do that, you've won at the first moment of truth. Okay, now it moves on. So the second part of the journey is when the customer goes home and they decide to use Tide. And when they use Tide, they realize that, wow, it's so effective. The cleaning power is amazing. The scent, it smells so good. The amount of powder that I need to use. When I use another brand, I have to load 2 whole cups. But with Tide, I can just use, a quarter of a cup. And all of a sudden they realize that, wow, I love this product so much that when I go to the grocery store next time, I'm not even looking at other brands. I'm selecting Tide. And so that's winning at the second moment of truth. And when you win at the second moment of truth, now you've won that customer for life.